Hey guys, so last time I uploaded, I kind of had a bit of a breakdown about my situation and kind of like a body dysmorphia um, attack, if you will. I didn't really leave it off on the best note, but this video will probably be, I guess, a bit more positive just because I'm not really feeling like I'm in a self-loathing mood today. I'm more of in a it is what it is kind of day, which sometimes those days come and it's not all crying and, whining and sometimes it's I guess I'm ugly, but it is what it is. Anyway, I just wanted to talk about some stuff that I've been watching and reading about online. First off, there's this YouTuber that I have been watching for, it's been about, I would say, a month, and her name is Ostefco. She's actually a really good YouTuber in my opinion. She doesn't have a lot of subscribers, obviously, more than I do. She's got about 20 something thousand. Seriously, if you guys like watching content by women who are average or someone who understands your experience, she's a really good one. She knows all about it. I would say she's in her mid-30s, so she has a lot of experiences that I don't personally. She's also a woman of color, so I obviously can't talk on that, and she can. Regardless, I do relate to a lot of the content she puts out. She talks about being, in a crowd all dressed up and, with really pretty friends and nobody notices her. And that's something that I totally get. I don't know if it's to the extent of, colorism or anything like that for me, but I do get it, being someone who's not considered attractive by a lot of people. I understand being in a crowd and feeling like you're invisible even though you have dressed up. Knowing that there are people who have similar experiences with lookism and, lack of pretty privilege or whatever you want to call it is actually really comforting to me, because it reminds me that I'm not the only one. I'm not, this person that society has picked out and singled me out from everyone and just basically labeled me as unattractive. See, I know that I'm never going to be the ideal for anyone. I know that. Just because that I'm lighter skinned, and I know that just because my body is like smaller, I know that my facial attractiveness is always going to be below average to most people. And like I said, it's comforting to know that a lot of people have experienced similar things. When I would personally consider most people who I've seen talk about it as attractive, and realizing that those people are attractive is like, wow, society's really fucked up. It's really fucked up that these beautiful women, average, I mean, in my opinion, they're beautiful, but society would consider them average or below or whatever. It's like these beautiful women are experiencing the same things as me. And it just helps me feel like less alone, because I don't know. I understand that society is important, like what society thinks to an extent, because I do have to get a job in society. I do have to make friends in society. I have to find a partner somewhere out there in society. But maybe if I found a group of people that wasn't, vain, shallow, whatever you want to call it. I know a lot of people are like that, but maybe if I could just try to find people who are like-minded, like just like me, who understand what it's like to not be the ideal, to be slightly below average or whatever. Maybe if I could find people like that, it would feel a lot less alone. And I think that that's my biggest issue, is that for the most part, I have felt alone about this. I have felt so isolated from everyone else. And it's not even just because I'm ugly or whatever. It's because that other people who are unattractive or who consider themselves to be unattractive don't want to talk about it. They don't want to talk about their experiences because they don't want to break, you know, their shield, their bubble, their little, they don't want to burst their bubble of, you know, feeling like they're super hot or whatever, even though the reality is people don't treat them right. People treat them as if they're invisible, or they call them names, or they don't even talk to them. It's like people want to believe that they're all above average. Everybody wants to believe that they're above average when in reality most of us are below average and average. It's just, that's just how it works. For there to be beautiful people, there has to be below average and ugly people and average people, and it's like, that's just how the world works. It's like a balance thing. That's how I look at it, I guess. So how I feel about me and whoever else that considers themselves to be below average and has experienced it, maybe we're just taking one for the team. Like, maybe we're just out here taking one for the team, and I look at that as a positive thing. I am not attractive, but I am a goddamn superhero because because I'm taking one for the fucking team, and you guys better fucking appreciate it. You attractive people out there, I'm telling you right now, you better appreciate it, because I'm not gonna be doing this again in my next life. I'm not even joking about it. Honestly, you guys could call me delusional for thinking that this is a positive thing. I'm not saying it's a really positive thing. I mean, I'm just trying to make myself feel better, because it's already hard enough being someone that people don't really look at or whatever. And it's like, people just, I don't know, if you can't win people over, you gotta have something else. And it sucks, and it's awful. It's stupid that you have to literally build up every other part of yourself just to get someone to respect you and to like you, but that is the way that it is. And like Steph Co said in her video, attractive people don't have to do all this stuff to be liked. All they have to do is literally walk into a room or say something small or laugh at someone's joke, and it's like they're automatically viewed as like a good person and a gorgeous, amazing, beautiful human being. While you gotta bring the jokes. You've gotta bring everything that you have to the table. And if you don't have anything, you're going to have a rough time. So and it sucks that we can't just step outside and be loved for who we are. But that's fucking life. It's like, it's one of the worst things. Sorry, that's my cat. It's one of the worst things ever, but honestly, I mean, how else am I supposed to deal with it? Anyway, as much as I'm feeling like shit, you know, for the most part on most days, I just feel like maybe owning being unattractive might be a better option for me, because pretending like I'm attractive or pretending like people are going to just love me when I walk outside, or that I'm a queen, or that I'm this and that, is just delusion to me. If I am literally like unattractive or below average or whatever, I'm just gonna be like, yo, it is what it is. And that's what I had been doing, but maybe if I do it in a more positive way, or maybe if I'm doing it in just like a, I don't give a shit about what you think, I'm fucking here and I'm taking up space because I deserve to take up space, because I'm a fucking human and I'm allowed to. So I mean, that's just how I feel. I'm a human. I'm allowed to be ugly. Humans are allowed to be fucking ugly and unattractive and also attractive and whatever. They're allowed to look like however. That's just how I feel. Sorry. My cat. She doesn't care what I look like. That's the one good thing about life, is that your pets, they do not give a shit about what you look like. Thankfully. They don't give a shit. Thankfully. They'll love you unconditionally until you die, and then they'll eat you. So anyway, that's my video for today. It's not exactly what I'm used to posting. Usually I'm just on here whining about my life or whatever. But maybe I'll try something new. Maybe you guys could try something new. Maybe we could do it together. I might post more about this. We'll see how it goes. Thank you for watching.